it just a matter of, just an overnight change, or there's always a possibility that he was going to?
Yeah, we said that yesterday. He could play. We'll see how things go today.
Talk about just the way you finished in San Jose, Coach.
Great third period there. We haven't had much production over a long stretch of games here for us, and very timely. And Sutter got us going, and getting 3 more after that was certainly something we haven't seen in a while. But we've had that in our team for a long time here, and having those outbursts are good to see. I'm not sure I'm going to expect those regularly here, but certainly it was nice to see, and hopefully that can give some of our goal scorers some confidence with the puck, particularly in those areas around the net.
I know it was a move you had to make because of the cap, but how much have you guys missed Nick Leddy in terms of the depth of the defense? And it seems like you've been trying to fill that hole all season.
Yeah, well, I think that, I look at what we're giving up this year defensively. That's the first thing we measured, our defense. And, I think we've improved in that area this year. I think offensively from the back end, maybe not as consistent from the back end, getting production or quality offensive zone time. And, we've had some different looks. Reamer was one guy that was coming in, TBR, that looked like he could help fill that void. And I still think down the road he's going to be a nice fit. So I think that's what that move eventually, hopefully, is filled. At the same time, Rosie's coming along here with his game, and I think that's important as we get this time of the season.
Do you like what you've gotten out of Brad Richards this year?
He's had stretches where he's been excellent. Had that real good stretch with Steger and Kaner for a long segment there, and coming off a real good road trip for us as well. Timely goals, big play to Bick and a big goal in Arizona. So it's I think we need some production from different guys, and that was one sign that looks like some other guys are stepping up offensively, which was something that was lacking.
What do you see in the Islanders, Coach?
Dangerous team. They've got some skill, they've got some speed, they're a dangerous rush team. And, they've had a tough little stretch here, so we expect them to be excited about today's game and knowing we got to be at our best.
About a week ago, you said you wanted the intensity and focus to be amped up. Taves just said in there he thinks the urgency is back, is now. Do you see that as well?
Yeah, I think every game is got to be in place. I mean, it's not. It's got to be played like a playoff game. You got to prepare like it's an important 2 points, and it's got a lot of meaning behind it when we look at where we're at. We got a chance to move ahead to try to get home ice and then try to push again. But we got some tough games here, particularly tonight, and we'll talk about tomorrow.
What do you think of Shaw since you moved into that checking line?
That line's been good. I don't mind that line. I think it's been effective. Obviously, Nordy missing a game and another one tonight, but I think it gives you some offensive opportunity and some reliability and that defensive mindset at the same time can make plays and can be disruptive.
Has it freed him up at all, just playing on the wing?
I think our centermen have a little bit more responsibility in their roles and their job descriptions, and I think the awareness and the amount of time you're spending down low can be taxing. At the same time, I think we need Shazi in the hard areas, and either way, whether it's at the center or wing, I think those options will be available as we go along here.
Joe, what do you think about the possibility of playing 3-on-3 hockey in overtime? They're talk about that at the GM meetings possibly today?
We'll see. I know that it's been visited in the American League, and I know that's a little longer than our time is. And but I don't think anybody minds having it sorted out with a real goal. And but we'll see.
Does it take away from the actual essence of it? It's supposed to be 5-on-5. Does it get too gimmicky at 3-on-3? Do you think?
I think the whole idea is excitement and opportunities and chances to score, as opposed to just waiting to get to overtime or the shootout, I should say, and more of a prevent type of thing where there might be more of a mentality of trying to score and trying to go for it. I can't really say because you don't see much at all in our game, and I'm sure teams will be adapting if it does get implemented, tactics both ways.
With Timonen and kind of the scare for him health-wise this year, how good is it to see him back out there, and how do you think he can help your team?
I love his experience. I think he's a very reliable defenseman, predictable. I think he's coming along here where his conditioning and his recognition and his quickness in tight areas is progressing. And but you know, he's a competitive guy that has been around, wants to win, and wants to help us.